thousands of people vanish inside the vast national parks of the United States. Most are found, some are not. But there is a third category, cases so deeply unsettling that the official reports are heavily redacted. Today, we are looking at an incident from the deep woods of the Pacific Northwest. An incident that blurred the lines between a simple missing persons case and something far more terrifying. This isn't a ghost story. This is a matter of public record. Welcome back to the channel. Lock your doors, lower the blinds, and let's dive into the anomaly of Sector 4.
It was November 12th. A seasoned park ranger, whom we will call Officer Vance, was on a routine patrol near the northern boundary. At 4:15 p.m., Vance radioed dispatch. He reported finding an abandoned campsite. That in itself wasn't unusual. What was unusual was the state of the camp. The tent was zipped shut from the inside. Inside the tent, a flashlight was still on, its battery slowly dying. A hot cup of coffee, still steaming, sat on a rock outside. But the most chilling detail, there were footsteps in the light snow leading away from the tent, but they stopped abruptly in the middle of a clearing. They didn't fade away. They didn't turn around. They simply ended, as if whoever was walking had just vanished into thin air.
Vance called for backup. Search dogs were brought in by nightfall. This is where the story shifts from strange to deeply disturbing. The highly trained canine units, dogs that had tracked fugitives across state lines, refused to enter the clearing. They whined, paced, and stared up into the canopy of the trees. At 2 a.m., the search party's radios began to malfunction. Instead of dispatch, all 5 officers heard the same thing on their earpieces, a rhythmic, mechanical tapping sound, followed by a voice. The voice was distorted, but they recognized it immediately. It was the voice of the missing camper, calmly reading out a sequence of numbers. When investigators later traced the numbers, they realized they were GPS coordinates pointing to a location 500 miles away, right in the middle of a completely different ocean. The camper was never found. The FBI eventually took over the investigation and the files were sealed. The clearing in Sector 4 was quietly closed off to the public, labeled as an environmental hazard zone. What happened that cold November evening? Was it a bizarre kidnapping involving advanced technology, a localized magnetic anomaly, or something that human science simply cannot explain yet? The woods hold on to their secrets, and the deeper you go, the darker those secrets become. What do you think happened in Sector 4? Drop your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the unexplained, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay safe and never hike alone.